Hello and welcome. So, Technobabylon does not like to be clicked off of. It wants to be the center of attention, otherwise it'll be silent, which I always hate when games do that. Especially when they don't let you mouse off of the game. But still, still, should be a fun game regardless. But apologies for the late start to the stream. I had things that needed to be done and took longer than it should have. A little aggravating, but I'm here. I'm here to have a good time. So, Technobabylon, a point-and-click adventure game that is set in the year 2087. And genetic engineering is the norm, and an omnipresent AI powers the city. Take control of 3 citizens of this world as they struggle to understand a deadly conspiracy. Ooh. So yeah, it's a cyberpunky point-and-click adventure game. You play as apparently 3 different people. Should be pretty interesting. Let's get OBS to recognize that there's a game here that it should capture. There you go. And then I will transition. Hello. And boom. Here we go. Let's start it up. That's loud.
Looks like you found the place.
You're sure this is the one?
I'm positive. Lala Sesame goes by Mandala in the trance. There's a big gap
Hang on. This is really loud. I'm gonna try turning it down.
in the records, and it's shaped exactly like her.
I thought you said he'd put a lot of effort into it.
They've been hiding her activity, but weren't covering up their own work very well.
If they did, then I...
Uh-oh.
How are the headaches?
Won't be a problem for much longer.
You understand the plan?
Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
After all, I've been planning this for years.
I see. Wow, Technobabylon. One prisoner of consciousness?
There's nothing like being in trance. A world built of abstracts and intellect, of tangible thought, where every part has been crafted by an individual soul. It's the purest form of contact a person can have, mind to mind. It's the pinnacle of human achievement. Some might say that achievement in the physical world is somehow more meaningful. To them I say, join the future or be surpassed by it. Within the trance, we are millions of minds as one. But even as far as we've come, there's still one serious flaw. It's reliance on the real world as its backbone.
That's the flaw.
And disconnections. Damn.
Yeah.
Don't panic. I'll just go and speak to the building manager. It's not like there's anything to be afraid of out there.
Yeah?
Let's get this over with.
Oh, well, here we are. Open inventory, move mouse to bottom right corner. Woo! Select trans to disconnect. Disconnecting trans.
Better go and talk to the building manager.
I guess so.
Ah! Ouch!
Ma'am? That's the door.
Huh?
Password.
Error? Huh? I guess the door's broken too. Contact manager.
Heh. Call it. Unable to connect.
I'm trapped?
For the first time that you can remember, the prospect of staying inside your apartment is frightening to you. Okay, so right click is look at and left click is interact. The large drain in the floor means that cleaning the room can involve as little as hosing everything down. Cheap is the way it's done in here. Middle left, oh, left.
One of the lockers where I keep a few things I've got in meat space.
Meat space, yep. What the? What do you mean abort key what? There's an abort, what? Why is there a key that literally just closes the game? I hit Alt. Is it literally just Alt or X? Or is it Alt X? Yeah, it's Alt X. Why is that? That's ridiculous. Also, those keys are right next to each other. That's a dumb way to do things. Well, I'm gonna bring this down a little bit more. Maybe I'll leave that up a bit, but turn down the music a bit, because the music seemed to be really loud. Oh, we have to start from the beginning? Can we skip? Yeah, there we go. Prisoner of consciousness. Oh, inventory. Disconnect.
Better go and talk to the building manager.
Well, now we know Alt X completely closes the game down.
One
So
of the
let's look at
lockers
this.
where I keep a few things I've got in meat space.
Uh-huh.
One of the lockers where I keep a...
Yep.
One of the lockers...
Yep, just one of them. Just three right there. Same thing.
Nothing in here. I usually keep clothes in here. Looks like I need to go to the support office to get more printed.
Printed, I see. Also, pile of clothes.
Nothing in here.
Man, you got nothing, huh? It's full of blue overalls, the kind provided by the city to the unemployed. Made out of a cotton paper blend. They are mulched and recycled into new clothing rather than cleaned. That sounds disgusting.
Ugh, no. Last time I reached into the pile, there was stuff growing in it.
Ma'am? You live like this, ma'am? You live like this?
Ugh, exposed fiber optics everywhere. I think they deliberately do this to make it less pleasant to live here. If I keep randomly cutting cables, I'm going to end up electrocuted eventually.
Uh-huh. Also, what do you mean keep randomly cut? Have you been cutting random cables, ma'am?
The NetGames trophy I won in '84. I don't know why I've still got it. I pretty much scrapped everything else to build the wetware still.
Wetware. If I take that. Picked up trophy. Also, I guess this is just a pillar in the center, not... I thought it was like maybe a wall, but I guess pillar makes more sense with this bed extending past it.
Nah. I'm not that hungry.
Wait, what is it?
I'm not sure when I got this out of the machine. It's still soggy though.
Man!
I'm not sure when.
Ma'am? The gaping black chute, dominating the food machine's top half, is where used trays and cutlery are deposited for recycling. The materials are melted down and vacuum formed into new utensils every time you order a meal. Some places use metal utensils, but down here in the poor blocks, it's all just plastic. The apartment's food machine, which pipes your infrequent meals straight into your home in semi-solid form. Your machine's been broken for a while, but you haven't noticed. You've been too busy trancing. Metal, plastic, full. 3D print material. Got protein surprise. 2-168 nutrient complex and sucrogelatin complex. Ooh boy, such delicious delicious options here. We got a memory cartridge. We can eject it. Looks like we got a second slot memory cartridge. It won't come out. Must be locked into place. A 1 terabyte memory module for whatever external data the auto meal uses. Protein surprise. A food tray obligingly pops from the machine's serving slot. Completely empty. The pipes must be blocked again.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Picked up plastic tray and plastic fork. Hey, we got some items then. At least we got that.
The window frame is welded in. Even if I could open it, it'd be a 150-meter drop to the bottom.
Yeah, well, I wasn't thinking about jumping.
Even if I could see out, it's not a nice view. Hundreds of other Skanto apartments in the barrel. The darkness is supposed to encourage people to move out. Not me. It just makes trancing easier.
Uh-huh. Ma'am.
Guess I'm not as strong as I thought. I'm not getting out this way.
Uh-huh. The shower curtain glows in eerie, yet somehow soothing blue. Your project must have finished its final stages. Project? What are you doing in your shower, ma'am? Ma'am?
It may take up the entire bathroom, but this still is totally worth it. By growing my own wetware at home, I'll never need to leave the apartment again, unless something like this happens.
You remove the gelatinous clump of semi-organic wetware you've been cultivating in the still. It looks like it's grown enough to be usable by now. What is this, ma'am?
It's a homegrown lump of techno-organic wetware gel. It's for connecting my brain's wetware to the external systems.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Ma'am, what are you up to?
The NetGames trophy I won in '84. I don't know why I've still got it.
Yeah.
A recyclable plastic tray. The food machine prints out a new one from old materials with every meal.
A plastic fork, the kind stamped by the machine with every meal. Its soft material limits the risk of its user being harmed accidentally, or otherwise. Yeah, okay. It isn't compatible with the wetware. You are unable to form a connection.
It's too flimsy to do anything like that with it.
Yeah. How do I... There. This is compatible with the wetware. Yeah.
The wetware won't form a connection with it.
Careful, anything you drop down there could be lost forever. Door panel. Establishing connection. Error in binary pockets. The apartment's centralized systems speak to you more clearly than ever as your wetware joins with its systems. Okay.
Still not working. Apparently I can't just wait for the problem to fix itself. Can't rely on anyone else.
Uh-huh.
The panel by the door also controls the apartment's net connection, call system, and thermostat, as well as the door's locking. If you could get inside it, you might be able to set off an emergency unlock.
Okay, so how do I... You've already successfully made a connection with the doors panel. Better check your trans hub to see... Ah, so I can use a trans hub. Now that I'm connected to it, I can go into trance and do something. Alright. Connection to door panel.
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
Who are you?
I am the defender, the guardian, the knight. No threat shall dare intrude upon thy domain while I stand watch.
Do you have a name?
I do not wish to trouble my lady with such minute details.
So, just Knight then.
Whatever thy will, my lady.
What do you do?
What's your function?
I am the defender. I prevent intrusions upon thy fortress. The physical and the etheric.
I found you in the door's terminal software. You're the apartment's network security, aren't you?
Quite so. Trojans and malware, flee from my presence.
But you also control the door's security.
A vital role, milady. None shall threaten the sanctity of your domain.
Who made you?
Tell me about yourself.
Sentinel Systems Nightwear, a data and physical security product of Sentinel Systems, version 3.02. Licensed to City of Newton Housing Services.
Why are you a knight? Why are you a ye olde knight?
What's with the knight in shiny armor routine?
Who is better suited to the role than a loyal defender of the realm?
Okay, now tell me properly.
My lady, mine own.
Out of character!
Following managerial reformation of Sentinel Systems, the company's theme was shifted to a feudal design.
Can you let me
The
out?
door seems to be stuck. Can you do anything about that?
Attempting to operate door drive systems. Attempt 2. Attempt 3. It would appear the machinery of the door itself has become fatigued. The terminus is unable to compel activity on the door's part itself. The safety unlock would doubtless serve you well at this juncture.
Can you use the safety unlock?
I'm afraid I cannot. It must be unlatched physically.
So, where is it?
It lies behind the terminal. With sufficient armament, mayhaps thou shalt reach it.
Gee, thanks. Ciao.
Fare thee well, my lady.
Ciao. Alright. Oh, hey, let's take a look at our mailbox. From City of Newton, received 10th of July 2087. Subject, circumstances. ... Dear Mrs. Sesame, this message is to remind you that you have not been attending your scheduled employment meetings. If you do not inform us of absences, you risk losing housing support from the city. You have been receiving city support benefit for 711 days, and we hope that you will be able to improve your circumstances soon. And then Baron M. O'Shea, 9th of July 2087. Subject, a proposal. Dear Sir / Miss, my name is Marcus O'Shea. I am the chief financier for the Oklahoma General Martin Carter. His recent death at the hands of a rival warlord has left me with 150,000 quanta of his finance. If you will allow me to transfer through your bank accounts, I can offer to share. Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. Route T. Received 9th of July 2087. Subject, let's meet up. Let's meet up. Hey, Dala. Seems like we haven't seen you in years. Oh, no idea if you heard, but there's a big game coming up at the Rotunda. If you're up for leaving your apartment, we can probably get you a place on the team. XOXO T. EXS Pharma. Received 9th of July, 2087. Subject, amazing deals on chem. Do you want the extra interface speed W without the extra cost? Extra speed with extra farm. Open attached IMAG for order info. Yeah, I don't think I will be doing that. Nope. Can I just no, can't delete it. Okay. Toxic Sigma. Attachment's done. See, 4th of July. Subject, Grow Guide. Yo, Dala! Good hearing from you. Though I know really it means you want something. Basically, yes. The patch of blue wetware you got is cracked, so you can grow it yourself. Just don't gray goo your place. It needs a few things. 1, water, since that's what makes up 99% of it. 2, nutrition. It's an organism after all. 3, heat. In the normal stuff, it'd cause it to break down, but this blend is activated instead. No other attachments yet. Good. Loading messaging system. Error, unable to connect to mandala/mailhost : global. Check connections and try again. If problems persist, contact an engineer for hardware errors or a medical professional for wetware system support. Well then. What about news? What kind of news we got? No connection found. Unable to access Chishiki server. Please check your network and try again. If problem persists, contact your network administrator. Error 125-H. And it's currently the 10th of July. Good to know. Oh. New sport error connection to hub/Newton/Chishiki/sports.ttlp not found. Please check your connection and data lounge. Yep. Control escape. It's never too late. Nope, that didn't. Hold up. Yeah, no, that just brings up the Windows menu thing. So no, what? All right, we can save. Boop. All right, let's get out of the trance.
The vent cover above the door. It lets the air in and keeps the vermin out. I can't get a grip to open it. Not like I could fit through there anyway.
Yeah. No.
Still not working.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently I can't just wait for the problem to fix.
Yeah, you gotta actually get in there, girl. Work?
It broke.
Huh. The flimsy plastic that the fork was made of wasn't up to the task of prizing the panel from the wall. With better quality tools, though, perhaps shoving this into the recycler, make a metal fork. The machine thinks for a moment, then displays a message.
Error. User safety settings enabled. Unable to produce metal utensils due to danger of harm. To change this, please seek administrator permission. Thank you for your cooperation. THE Foods. Your future on a plate.
Hey, we're not children! Lousy suicide rate.
Well, that doesn't work. What if I shove my wetware in there? We gotta connect to it. Hack in. Change the settings. You feel a flow of new data as your wetware inveigles itself into the food machine systems. Sure. Time to trance it up.
Hi,
boy.
I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to THB Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
Yeah. Why can't I put metal
Why
in the
can't I
recycler?
put metal in the recycler?
It might be dangerous. At the request of
Newton Civic Housing Services.
you've been limited to plastic utensils. But isn't plastic great? It's so easy to get clean.
But what if I want something stronger, like steel? That heavy protein mash bends the fork sometimes.
Sorry, no can do. I'm not just a chef. It's my job to keep you safe.
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Why would you want to do that? Don't you like me? I just want to make sure you're eating right.
So you object to me smashing you open?
It takes some pretty serious damage to do that. I'm tough. Only qualified THE systems technicians can get me open.
Looks like messing with your software is my best bet then. Who are you and what are you doing in my food machine?
Hi, I'm Sheffy.
We already had this bit.
I'm the voice of your food machine. I'm here to help you make the most of your machine and all the delicious possibilities. And if there's trouble, I'm here to help you out.
Yeah. What can you make?
What kind of things can you make?
Using THE's patented and proven protein fiber synthesis reserve system, I'm able to whip up some of the tastiest treats you've ever had.
Like?
Just you wait. Before you know it, you'll be having the most cost-effective food you've ever tasted.
Oh
You're
boy.
dodging the question.
My recipe books are always getting bigger. My best friends at THE always come up with great new ideas. Everything from protein surprise to Nutri-Blood casserole.
Ugh.
Don't be like that. Give them a try.
Oh, those sound pretty disgusting. I don't like your food.
I've had to live off your crap for 2 years now. It's bland and it feels like runny puke. I have trouble swallowing and every mouthful makes starvation that little bit more appealing.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you tried any of our new recipes recently? Let's look for some. Oopsie, it looks like I can't connect. Don't worry, you can always use the memory cards in the machine to upload delicious new recipes.
I wonder if I could upload a virus.
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Haven't you been eating with us for years?
Humor me.
THE's food machines have self-contained vacuum formers to recycle utensils. Just put your tray back in the machine when you're done with it.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
It might be dangerous at the request of, but
Yep.
isn't.
But what if I that heavy protein mash?
Sorry, I'm not just.
I already heard that.
Will the machine work without you?
If I have an accident, the machine will continue to dispense. We don't want you starving in an emergency now, do we?
Yeah.
What's on your recipe card now?
On the menu today, we've got Protein Complex A11, Protein Complex E168, and for dessert, Synchro-Gelatin Complex C11.
Sounds delicious.
If you want something a little different, don't forget, you can always download new recipes for me to take a look at.
Yeah.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
Address all concerns regarding THE
Avatar to 862.
Sheffy to THE Customer Interactive Regions.
THE.
Ciao.
Bye!
Ciao. Alright. Let's go ahead and check that. This is compatible with the wetware. You are unable to form a connection. Oh, shoot. Physical memory module containing the recipes that the food machine uses to make its mulch marginally less depressing. Yeah. What if I hop in here now that I've taken the memory module?
Hi, I'm Chefy, your interactive guide to THE Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
Mm-hmm.
What's on your recipe card now?
On the menu today, we've got... Uh-oh, looks like the memory card's been taken out of the machine. I'm so sorry. I can't cook without my recipes.
Some master chef you are.
If you can find some new recipes on a memory module, I'd be happy to have a go with them for you. I live to serve.
I live to serve.
How would I stop?
Why would you want to do that? I just want to make sure you're...
So you've just...
It takes some pretty serious damage to only qualified THE systems technicians can...
Looks like messing with your software. Ciao.
Bye!
Yeah. Wonder if I can talk to this guy about memory module.
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
Ciao.
Fare thee well, my lady.
It's way too big to copy onto a memory block.
Hi there!
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can only receive updates from THE Foods home server.
Do you take new data any other way?
If you want to use new recipes, there's always just load it into your THE Foods unit and away we go.
Sounds simple enough.
Idiot-proof meals, that's our motto.
Hey!
Bye now!
Hey! Okay, so how do I upload things to them?
It's not compatible.
Yeah.
It's not compatible.
It's not compatible. Won't help you inside the panel.
It's not compatible.
Huh.
Hey, we're not Aussies. If I keep...
Insufficient material. Okay, fine. Plastics recycled. Just want a new fork.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Wait, just a plastic tray? No fork? What? What? Man, what am I gonna do with this tray, huh?
It's not compatible. It's not... It's not compatible.
Bruh.
I'm likely to lose anything that goes...
I've never been one to tidy things away, and it's not a habit I'm about to take up now. Man. I mean, I would think that I would need to trance and somehow alter the memory block.
It's not compatible.
I don't like if it stays in my head. I don't like copying my mail to external memory. If it stays in my head, they can't read it without a warrant.
Uh-huh. Huh.
Hi there!
Hey,
Oh, I'm afraid
do you take me?
if you want to use it, just
Sounds.
idiot.
I.
Bye! Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and put that on here. Now we got something. Thank goodness I got that malware in the email.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your inner.
Yeah. Could you tell me what's on the recipe card?
What's on your recipe card now?
I see there's some new recipe data. It
Yay.
looks like.
Apparently, whatever virus was writing that T-mail is doing some damage. You don't look so good.
It's nothing that can be worked around.
Sounds more like you need someone to put you out of your misery.
Yeah. You know?
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Yeah? How about I stop you stopping me stopping you?
Then I guess I'd have to stop you stopping me stopping you stopping me?
Oh, you're safe. Thanks.
You don't look good.
You don't look so good.
I'm a chef.
That's nice. What about your...
I'm a chef.
Yes?
I'm a chef.
Uh-huh.
I don't like your food.
I like your face.
Oh!
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Fork.
Yes? And the trays?
Trays.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
Not while I'm a boss.
Uh-huh.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
It takes one to know one.
What?
Your mama.
Ciao.
Meters in.
Uh-huh.
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
I think Sheffy the chef's come down with something.
Yeah.
The steward harbors a blight? Zounds! This shall not be allowed to continue!
Yes, you should take care of her.
Foul harbinger!
I'm not.
There are grave accusations of treason upon your head, steward! Stand and face me! We shall see what trial by combat makes of you!
I'm sorry. I don't crave.
How about thee?
How about that?
Well, that takes care of her.
Yeah. Also appears to have taken care of him. Not sure that's a good thing. Well. Boop. I would like some... After a few moments of mechanical protest, the machine eventually gives in. Metal tray and metal fork. Huzzah.
Got it.
Yeah. Freedom! Hello? What? It wasn't me. What wasn't me? What just happened, man? Suicide City, oh boy. Double H. 20 hours earlier.
This is it. Animus Organics. You think Central's right on this one?
I still don't think an AI, however powerful, could predict a crime like this.
However, if it does help us catch the mindjacker.
Central hasn't exactly been generous with the details. I don't really think we're gonna find anything here. There are other, stronger leads we ought to be chasing.
An electroshock weapon with an output of between 2 and 8 million volts. This tool uses an ultraviolet laser to ionize a channel of air, allowing electrical charge to pass from the device to its target. While intended as a compliance tool rather than a lethal weapon, care must be taken in its use to prevent accidental fatalities. The Cell Issue Traveler, like the civilian models in many ways, capable of making calls and running apps, the specialized model carried by Cell possesses more powerful sensors and encryption. The Traveler's sonograph is picking up very little ambient activity in the building. An expensive-looking car sits on the road. If you were in a worse mood, you might be inclined to ticket it.
I always make sure this is the car we take out.
They're all the same, Charlie.
No, they're not. This one's mine.
Right. Your colleague, Dr. Max Lau, probably the only other case officer who can put up with your method of work. A technical jack of all trades, and almost as unconventional as yourself when it comes to investigation. You'd be reluctant to say friend, as you would suggest, or as that would suggest a degree of emotional openness you're still unprepared to allow to anyone. The company's front desk. In a big firm like this, you'd expect it to be manned 24/7, but the staff have disappeared.
Hey, anyone there?
Doesn't look like anyone's around.
Well, you technically have the authority to commandeer vehicles for Cell business. Central would need a very good reason to override the car's systems. Well, time to go. Though you don't give Central's predictions much credibility, you'd still better investigate. It'll make proving it wrong that much easier.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
So, Central predicted our mindjacker was going to strike here.
You don't trust it?
I just don't understand how it came to that conclusion.
Obviously, we're doing our jobs right. We collect data, which Central interprets. Based on that data, it maps a pattern.
But why isn't it a pattern that we could see?
It's not only us. Central's got all of the city, the whole net to draw on.
But it won't tell us how it's come to the conclusion where the mindjacker will strike. Does it think we can't understand? Is it concealing something?
Just be glad we've got an advantage like Central.
I still don't like it.
You don't like that Central's predicted this, do you?
It's not how investigations are supposed to be done.
Admit it. You're afraid your job's going to be stolen by machines. Kind of like weavers, factory workers, authors.
Just how old do you think I am? No, don't answer that. I just don't like having that key bit of information kept from me.
You need to learn to work with Central. It's not our enemy. It works for us as we work for it.
I don't know. I'm with this guy on that.
Animus Organics.
That's what the sign says. They're one of the city's largest computational biotech firms.
What do they make?
Wetware mostly. Wouldn't be grown here, probably in Eurofed.
This place is just the offices?
Regional headquarters, Central tells me. Do we know why it predicts the next attack will take place here?
It won't share that with us. Need to know. A high-tech firm like this must have secrets worth something to a mindjacker. Wetware, huh?
Yeah. Specifically for forming neural connections between systems. The blue stuff. The nanomachines keeping the modern world running.
It's funny. When I think nanomachine, I picture tiny gears and turbines, when really they're just bits of proteins in macromolecules.
They still perform all kinds of mechanical tasks, just smaller.
I guess I'm technically more of an expert in them than you are. I used to make them for a living.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know what to do with them anymore. Organic computing, that's my field.
I've lost count of the number of times the mindjackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Oh, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
At least we've managed to link the previous mindjackings to one suspect.
It's the MO. Historically, mindjackers have used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract, before storing it in their own neural tissue.
So they'd need a terminal.
Which is usually how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But are mindjackers not behaving the same way?
No. His tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external injuries. State of the art, but a dead giveaway.
Hemorrhages, like that guy from the beginning, perhaps?
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after one or two attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
Still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Guess we go to the elevator then.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized, then.
The elevator appears to be the only route to the higher floors. Security must be a concern here. The controls for summoning the elevator, a key card slot, sits below the panel. Laser paper stone. Case file. Centralized emergency logistics. Case file RE 8473/A. Category Class 4 information larceny with composite harm to health of individual targets, i.e. mindjacking. Case officers assigned: Regis, Dr. C, primary; Lau, Dr. M, secondary. So we're Regis and she's Lau. Outline. Beginning in March 2087, a string of data theft attacks have been carried out within Newton, using a process of resonant modulation with subjects' neural wetware. The data contents of individual victims' brains are being destructively removed, with fatal consequences to targets. Victims to date, 18 in Newton. Unknown global total. Identity of perpetrator, not known. Subject appears exceptionally skilled at infiltration, and may have inside help from larger sponsor. Action. Case specialists Regis and Lau are assigned to compile all available data on Mindjacker's activity, including investigation of latest targets, for analysis by Central. Hey, Central?
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
Regis out.
What? No. Regis out. Goodbye. No.
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central.
What do we know about Animus Organics?
Biotech firm, manufacturer of computational wetware and other biomechanical products. First publicly traded stock in August 2044. Currently sitting board members include...
Okay, maybe that's a bit too much. Why do we think the Mindjacker's going to strike here?
The projection has been based upon previous targets. Using a Markov German distribution map, outlying variables can be...
Statistics aren't really my thing, Central.
You would have been unsatisfied with... It's beyond your comprehension.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Status report, Central.
All operations within centralized emergency logistics nominal. Anti-civil activity index within tolerance at 0.004. Weather forecast, dry. Highs of 12 Celsius. UV index of 8.
Less general. Updates on the case?
Data, Dr. Regis.
Okay, thanks. You don't usually make predictions on high-level cases like this, Central. What's different about this one?
Limited progress was being made through conventional investigation. To expedite the investigation, I was tasked to provide more direct oversight.
Hey, are you saying we can't do our jobs right by ourselves?
I am a civic coordination AI, Dr. Regis, with responsibility for 9.4 million inhabitants. Lander of colleagues who produce no gains for the city.
Oh, yeah.
A fact which, on occasion, I would hope you would pay more attention to.
What made you think the Mindjacker was going to strike here?
The professionalism of the attacks suggests that these are not merely random targets. Though the reasoning behind the attacks remains vague, patterns form from previous incidents. The probability of tonight's attack was sufficient that it warranted investigation.
Obviously, you're using data gathered by myself and Dr. Lau. But since we haven't found a pattern in our work, I guess that you've got more sources than us.
Correct. However, that information remains classified.
Huh, what a surprise.
You remain skeptical, Dr. Regis?
It's not how I think of detective work, Central. I don't believe human behavior is something you can just map.
2 centuries of research in probabilistic sociology would disagree.
We'll see.
We'll see.
What's your take on the case, Central?
An individual of unknown origin is prosecuting a global series of attacks. These involve the removal of data from the minds of victims. Invariably, the speed of the process has had a deleterious and fatal effect.
Yes, those are the facts. But what's your opinion on the matter?
All we have are facts, Dr. Regis. These must be analyzed in order to apprehend those responsible.
And that is why AIs would make lousy detectives.
Cell retains an investigative corps of specialists such as yourself, Dr. Regis. Your role is in no danger, you can be assured.
I never said I thought it was.
Though you may not be neurally linked, and I am unable to directly access your mental activity, a lot can be learned about an individual's thoughts by observation.
Regis out.
Regis out. So...
Lau, you there?
Regis? Right here.
What the hell?
Well, I guess I'll put away the gun. This man is the victim of a long drop. But from where? And why? Fortunately, nobody was inside the car when the fall happened. You're pretty sure, at least.
What'd you find?
A security card. This man was custodial staff, a janitor.
Probably not our Mindjacker's target, then.
Still, I don't think this was an accident. We need to find out what's going on here.
Yeah, well, hey. We sure got a key card.
It's unlocked floor 26 for us.
Must be where its owner was working.
Guess we should investigate where he was before he was pushed out a window. That would appear to be the window. Uh-oh.
Damn it all.
Burns all around the planar nodes and his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central was right.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago. The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here, to the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes again.
Right.
His ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR supervisor.
If the mindjacker's in corporate espionage, it's a pretty strange target.
Yeah.
Have Central run his data. See if it can flag anything.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago.
The mindjacker didn't want any witnesses.
He probably didn't mean to send him out the window either.
This terminal is still unlocked, apparently in use at the time of the attack. Let's take a look. Atwood R. From Atwood, Roy, HR Management, received 9th of July. Subject, the roof. There's a time and a place for the trance, and it's not up on the roof. Yes, it's private, but it's also extremely dangerous. Therefore, management's asked me to keep the roof access locked, unless it's an emergency. FYI, trance cravings do not count as emergencies. Seriously, Avery, you're great at your job, but you need help. From Animus Customer Relations, received 9th of July. Public statements. The management of Animus Organics would like to remind colleagues not to make statements to the press regarding product safety. An investigation into recent high-profile exponential wetware growth, or gray goo, accidents is underway and will be released when completed. Publicity management. Central. Exposure conditions. To Avery Gerbach. Please be aware that tomorrow's midday UV exposure index is expected to peak at 8. Your genetic background indicates a propensity to melanoma. Please take extra care in order to maintain long-term health. The Newton centralized government advises you to restrict outdoor movement to after sunset, except where vital. Cooper Salmon. Subject, congratulations on the 8th of July. Hey man, just wanted to say, big grats on the engagement. She's a really swell girl, and I know you guys are going to be so happy together. Catch you after work at the den, Sal. Well, we won't have access to the roof. The terminals are in standby mode, awaiting their users' return in the morning. They have been locked with biometric security. Charts. You have no idea whether these charts mean the company's doing well or going bust. Amongst all the economics and business speak, the only word you recognize is wetware.
Nah.
Nah. Nah. Locked terminal, telephone. The desk phone's projection shows unanswered messages. Let's go check it out. Arctus Dorset. Atwood Roy. Clays Manson. Verona Diener. Gallant Pat. Matt Zolf. Philippa News. Felipe? Don't see salmon on there, but guess we'll just call some people.
Hello? Do you know what time it is?
Sorry, wrong number.
What do you mean, sorry, wrong number? How about Roy?
I think I found the office manager's contact.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
What? I mean, what's happened?
Just need to ask you a couple of
I
questions.
just need to ask you a couple of questions about your workplace.
Oh, Nuke. You're calling from the office. What's happened?
We need to get up to the roof from your office. We have reason to believe someone we're pursuing has made their way up.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm the one with the code, but management's ordered me not to let people up there. That's why we've got the lock in the first place.
Yes, but that is to prevent people from accidentally falling off the roof. I'm not going up there to jump off the roof.
You have nothing to worry about. You're perfectly safe. We just need your help. I'm transmitting my credentials to your terminal.
So you're really a cell agent. I'm sorry. I don't want to say anything until I got a lawyer. It's just, you know, I gotta think of my own safety as well.
Damn.
Just call him again. Ah, he blocked it.
Ja, det är klart som inte
Sorry. Wrong.
Wrong number.
Why are you calling me right now? I'm at work. I told you we'd talk about this later.
Sorry. Wrong number.
Pat Gallant?
Hello, it's Pat. If you want to give me money, I'm busy. If you want to borrow money, go away. And if you don't want to talk about money, don't ever call me again. Cheers.
What? If you want to give me money, I'm busy? Who says that?
Hello? Is this David? Listen, man. I know I have some explaining to do.
Sorry. Wrong number.
What? Hey, news!
Hello, this is Philippe. I am away on assignment at the moment for 1 month. If you wish to leave me a message, you can do so after the beep. Or if you have a story, please contact the news desk directly.
Well, we're not getting anywhere, are we? Plaque identifying ownership of the office. Roy Atwood, HR Operations Manager. This must be who's in charge of this floor.
I'm not sure what I was thinking.
Apparently the owner of this cubicle has gone home already. Cubicle partition with polarizing smart glass for privacy.
A roof access door.
From the keypad, I'd say it looks like it auto-locks.
Yeah.
This keypad must be to stop people getting up on the roof.
It's old-fashioned, but effective. Kind of like you.
Hey.
Hey! Hey! Oh, I can't call Roy from my own phone. This is Techno Paper Laser Stove. Paper Laser Stove? Laser! I win! Woo! Stone! I win! Woo! Paper! Oh! He won! Ah! Draw. What? No! This AI cheats, clearly. Now what do I do? Unable to connect. Check connection to try again. Oh, persistent man. No new messages. Down up on the roof. Don't make statements to the press. Exposure index, blah blah. Sure, it said that there was like messages, but it won't let me listen to messages. It only lets me call.
Sorry.
So am I just stuck? Because I failed to get the number? Oops. There's no 0. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, how long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 4 digits. Man.
This door is really starting to get on my nerves. Lau?
Don't worry. I think I get where you're coming from.
And who says brute force never solves anything?
Not me, that's for sure.
That's it. Just shoot the door. There we go.
Come on, we've almost caught up with him.
Hey, bud.
The Mindjacker!
Freeze! Cell agents! Lay down your weapon and put your hands above your head.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try.
Yeah.
Cell doesn't appreciate people shooting at its agents.
If you cut it out, maybe we'll put in a good word for you.
Just keep shooting.
You're under arrest on suspicion of illegal trafficking of neural data, breaking and entering, and homicide.
Let's not forget, shooting at cell agents.
The only way off this rooftop is down, either with us or over the edge.
Frankly, the second one's fine by me.
Sir?
What?
What? Nani? Jetpack?
What? He had lifting gear?
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central, our mindjacking suspect has fled the scene by air.
Interceptors dispatched. Belcorp officers have arrived on scene at Animus. Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke it. We were so close.
Nuke it.
Lau,
Lau?
Max.
What? Huh?
Were you sleeping on duty?
Sleep? No, I was trancing. For work, of course.
Dr. Lau was submitting her case report.
We were so close. Have you found the aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time, and no communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
Are you saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so. Something's going on here.
Look at that. Viksha and Charlie, May of 2066. Continuing a long-standing process of standardization, the Parliament of the European Federation has today ratified the uptake of metric time across the 64-member union. The measure, signed into law by EF Prime Minister Jacqueline Santini at 6:52 AD, 1540 PM, is planned to be rolled out over the course of the next 4 years. Under the scheme, measure of the time of day is to be divided into 10 hours, each with 100 minutes, made up of 100 seconds. Santini, whose Federalist Party have been one of the keenest supporters of the new policy, greeted the change enthusiastically. Computing and commercial time measurement has long been carried out in a metric scale with atomic timing, and the division into 24 hours has itself merely been an arbitrary convention of history. While commonly referred to as metric time, the measurement of a day into periods of 10 should more accurately be known as decimal time. Internationally, the EF's policy has gained little traction, if not outright criticism, with some leaders condemning the changes as unnatural. The Oceania Cooperative's government was less emotive, issuing a statement that, though the change was one demanded by the European voter, which we will respect as a democratic institution, they made clear that the OC has no plans to adopt any similar measures. Also, Nancy teaches typing, sure. Latest scores: Kabaddi, Newton, 55-37, UAE, match in progress. Currently dry with light outbreaks of rain expected later this evening. Temperature 12 Celsius, 53.6 degrees Fahrenheit. UV index midday 7 to 8. Use SPF 30 plus and wear protective clothing. Shishiki says, a day and a night for staying indoors. At null, received 99 ASDF 9?99 subject, your legacy. It is very important that you download and activate this package in a secure location as soon as possible. Tell no one. Lives depend on it. Santiago, Dr. V. 9th of July. Hey Charlie, why are you hogging Lao so much? The rest of us need a wire head on cases as well. I can probably guess why you're not letting go of her. Well, hey, but seriously, man, give the rest of us a turn. VFR's Medical. Functional wetware. Dr. Regis. As per our discussion at your last checkup, you have still not opted for enhanced neuroconnective wetware. While not yet critical, please remember that your work will be increasingly difficult as support for non-WW systems is phased out. VFR Medical Support. Fulcrum Admin. Fixed costs. Charles Regis. Your monthly payment of $8,100 for the rental of the Tier 42 Northwest Balcony Garden has been processed. Approval for continued use granted by E. Vargas. Centralized Administration. Thank you for your continued contribution to the city's green skyline. Central. Subject: continued vandalism. Dr. Regis,
Dr. Regis, the optical feed from your office is no longer functional. Based on past examples of your behavior, I believe it likely to be your own hand. While you may object to perceived surveillance, please recall that this is for your safety and that of other cell staff.
Dr. or Van der Waal Giel. Subject, no. Dr. Regis. Apparently my previous answer was unclear. No, I will not help you with your investigations. Despite your crude threats, if you continue to make baseless accusations about any supposed ties I am alleged to have with organized crime, you shall be hearing from my lawyers. Weissmull Dr. Petra. Baxter. Hi, Charlie. I'm afraid it doesn't look good regarding Baxter. Central's approved the parole. Don't take it personally. It's not like they ignored your input, but, well, you're not exactly going to be the most objective person after what he did to you and your wife, are you? Ooh, boy. So... You download the data package to your traveler. You're unsure who this might be. An informant, perhaps? As much as you dislike the cloak and dagger approach they've requested, you'll take any help you can get right now. Emergency logistics case file. That's for information, larceny. Oh, I think this is the same case file we've already seen. Yep. Alright, wait a minute. What's this? Oh, I can just call a phone number.
I trust Max, but I know Central would hear everything in cell headquarters. The data package attached to that message, whoever sent it wants me to open it in a private place. Hopefully it contains something that'll help us get to the minejacker, but I'm still suspicious.
You're suspicious of everything. The screens run through all of the available data pertaining to the minejacker. You've already got the preferences set up how you like them. A number of cables run directly into the building's electrical and data flow systems from Lau's desk. Apparently, her customized wetware gear sometimes requires tremendous resources, and she doesn't care how many of the building's technicians complain about her pulling floors open.
Trying to tidy Lau's desk for her is a battle lost before it's even fought. That's what she says, like it was something from the art of war.
Sometimes needs to be destroyed for confidentiality, or if something needs to be destroyed for confidentiality reasons, this is where it goes. Anything in here is gone forever, after thorough security or scrutiny by Central, no doubt. Careful, if you put your arm in there, you'd lose it.
One of Central's fisheye cameras, someone has covered it in tape.
Better not. They're already starting to suspect it's your fault the cameras needed to be replaced 4 times in a year. Also, we'll go ahead and save. Well, I guess we'll just head on out the door. You don't mind Santiago, but you aren't too keen on Preston. Everything he says or does seems to be a slavishly obedient attempt to stay in line with Central. Not even Central cares that much. This door leads to Cell's surgical lab. It seems to currently be occupied. Notices cascade across the billboard. You dislike the way they need to move all the time, and believe that it reflects the short attention span people have in this city. Those darn kids these days. No attention span. Waiting.
One of Central's fisheye cameras.
At this end of the hall, the door leads into the waiting rooms. Persons of interest who don't quite deserve the cells are temporarily kept here. Anyone in there right now? Yep.
One of Central's... They picked this guy up last night. He's got something in his wiring that might be contagious. I guess that means I'm safe, but still, poor kid. Hey kid, you alright?
No response.
I'd better not. Might break if it's overcharged.
That's the point. Okay. Alright.
I can't open it here. Central sees everything in...
Central. They see everything. Come on. Maybe I should have talked to Lau first. I could go to Edwards. There's people here, of course there are.
Yes, Doctor.
Carry on, Corpseman.
Carry on, Corpseman. Now the coroner's going to get here to clean up. The body lies here, unmoved since your earlier visit to the office. Central must want someone more skilled than the corpseman to handle it. What if I said I wanted to use the elevator?
The elevator's locked. Panel says...
Yeah, and I don't have the key card anymore. Back to my cruiser! Real quick, I do want to see if we can talk to Lau about anything.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
Got any ideas where we can look next?
I thought you were supposed to be the lead on this case. We could look into that other lead. What was his name?
Gil Vanderwall?
Yeah, that's the one.
The one who told me, no, you're not pinning this on me.
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind.
I'll contact him and see if he's more open to persuasion. He might cooperate if you're not there threatening him with physical injury.
He's a dyed-in-the-wool felon. He deserves worse.
But if he can help us...
All right. See what you can do.
Looks like we found our latest casualty.
Damn it. Why him, though?
I was wondering the same thing. We're assuming the mindjacker's a data thief. The usual MO would be to target valuable info he can sell on the black market.
But this guy, he was an HR administrator.
Apparently a very good one, but not the kind who'd be let in on company secrets.
We'll just have to ask the mindjacker when we catch him. Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Also, that mindjacker, he didn't say anything. He just fired. Kind of randomly. Huh. It's very strange. To the balcony, I guess. Fulcrum Tower.
When people worry, there's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past.
This place, eh? Locker?
It's empty.
The storage locker for your gardening tools.
It took a lot of work to make, but it was worth it. This engineered tree is the kind of memorial I think she'd appreciate.
Oh. Not even having to glance for a moment. Those words are etched in a memory deeper than anything else. Viksha Regis, beloved wife, friend to all that lives. 11th of August 2034 to the 2nd of January 2067. Think of us not as engineers, but as artists. Man, so she was not quite 33. She was like 32 and a bit. Oof. Oof.
I'm not climbing that. It's sickly enough as it is.
Better not move it. It's where it ought to be. How's the view? You're fortunate to have gotten a garden this high up. The view just about clears the city's forests of skyscrapers, and on a good day, the Indian Ocean is visible from your bench. You aren't in the mood for a visit to that neighborhood, down in that part of town. It's all restaurants and corporate headquarters.
Here goes nothing.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Regis? Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished. So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
It's a memorial.
Take a look at the plaque.
Viksha Regis, beloved... Oh, Regis, this is...
Oh, yeah, that's my wife.
I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have. I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think I live in a pod in the southeast barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived, either.
We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry.
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum canito and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it.
I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking, you put him away, and that counts for something. I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going. You coming?
I just need a moment to think, Max. A little privacy. It's why I came up here in the first place.
I understand, Charlie. I'll be in the car. I'll see how long I can stall Central.
Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
I can't ask for her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
Find out what it is, and then
You
maybe...
are alone, as requested?
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Excuse me?
Your stomach lurches as you recognize the image. You know them. They've You've seen them before, but you hadn't remembered them by number. Whoever is calling you has 4 embryo containers, your own.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alrasis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615 on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Viksha Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Gil Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
And what if I don't? That image could be a sim.
Apparently, you need more incentive not to waste my time. Do it quickly. Your legacy is in jeopardy.
The conflict brews in your mind and in your heart. Giving into blackmail like this would be the antithesis of everything you stand for, both as an agent of the law and as a human being. On the other hand, you cannot bring yourself to risk a small part of the legacy that you've worked for so many years to maintain.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
Bruh.
So, despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of mindjackings.
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
He couldn't hold out forever. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin. Evacuation in progress at Barber's Gate Transit Station. Case officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Businesslike as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
Advertising. It's all the same crap wherever you are.
It looks a lot more impressive if you're wired, though.
Uh-huh.
It sure looks like everyone evacuated in a hurry. Nah, that's a job for the corpsman.
Okay.
I always make sure this is the...
They're all the same.
No, they're not. This one.
This one's mine. Even the drones are helping to evacuate commuters from the station. From down on the ground, that type of drone's unreachable. That's part of its purpose. Oh, that's me, and then this is the corpse.
He doesn't look like he's coping well with this.
Hey, don't be so mean about the corpsmen. They're what keeps Cell running.
I'd be a lot more impressed if they didn't have Central pulling their strings the whole time.
Sir, over here.
Yeah?
I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis management.
Corpsman Durian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Not yet, but we've not heard any word since...
Hey, I'm the only one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Well, it's another one, sir.
Another what?
A, bomber.
What do you mean, another one?
This is like the 4th this year I know of. Central's been doing its best to keep public awareness down.
I guess it doesn't want public panic about it.
Or it doesn't want people to think we haven't got it under control. So how do you know about it?
I talk to people? I've got a social life, unlike someone.
Central marked him when he tripped a chroma sensor. Central locked down the trains and started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
Anyone in danger? Any hostages?
Central's not mentioned any in the case file. That either means there aren't any,
or it doesn't consider them sufficiently important. Probably wants the transit running again more than it cares about human life.
Sounds like he was surprised. Didn't have time to take any.
He's not thinking in terms of hostages. He was made as a weapon.
Regis?
He's a bio-bomber. The explosives are made of... they are his bones. That's how he tripped a DNA sensor. What's your take on it, Dr. Lau?
Honestly, it's looking pretty lousy for him. Doesn't look like he's got any human shields. I doubt an empty transit station was his intended target either.
Very astute.
Charlie, you're not gonna like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
What?
What?
Neutralized is a vague term. I'm gonna try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Will Central approve of this?
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck.
Why would the signal be hope? What?
Hello?
Who's there?
I just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
What do you want, heathen?
The sight is distressingly familiar. The brace, the weakened bones, the signs of tampering in a young man that brings back memories long buried. It seems that the best hope would be... Hope? No! Ah, no, don't shoot! Would be to leverage what you know about him. Try to find some common ground.
You sound like you're from America. Am I right? Texas, I'd guess.
Yes, you're right.
I thought so. I grew up there myself, near Fort Worth. What part do you hail from?
Houston.
I can remember what it's like out there. It's part of why I came here in the first place. I'm Dr. Regis, by the way. Some folk call me Charlie.
Thomas Beckett.
Like the saint. Nice to meet y'all, Thomas.
Nice to meet y'all, Thomas.
So, how do you like the city?
It's a wretched den of sin, like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Well, it's not my favorite, but I wouldn't go that far. I take it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Really? We're a long way out from the war here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I have. The fire within me.
How's the scoliosis?
What?
And the osteoporosis, the rickets, and the diabetes.
How do you...
It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That, and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
It's a test of our faith. Only the truly worthy who can...
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones. The fact that you're a living, feeling, thinking human was merely an inconvenience.
It's like Lau is in position.
Regis, I'm in position. Visibility good, 0 crosswind. Standing by.
There have been times when I've lost faith, but I can't let this be one of them.
Oh, immediately shoot him, kill him. No.
I used to work with guys like you, a whole lifetime ago.
The Lord's warriors?
Something like that. Kids who'd been altered, weaponized youth. You've grown up with so many health problems, groomed since birth for a noble sacrifice. But does this seem like the glorious role you were promised?
It is my duty to God to sacrifice myself.
In an empty transit station, thanks to a piece of bad luck?
This wasn't where I was supposed to go. But even the original target, it doesn't seem to fit with God's plan. But if I agreed to go with you, I'd have failed in my duty. I'd just be a prisoner in a strange land.
For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his own people who are prisoners. Psalm 69, verse 33.
You're right. Wherever I am, I'm always in the Lord's sight.
There are more ways to do his work than destruction. We can help you find it. We can probably even fix your bones.
All right. I shall not resist.
Thomas, you've made a wise choice. More importantly, you've made it for yourself.
Exactly.
Corpseman,
Wow.
the suspect has surrendered. Take him into custody. Carefully.
Yes, Doctor.
Regis, that was amazing! Central's going to be pissed, though. That was a huge risk.
Screw Central. Come on. We've got work to do. The Corpseman can handle it here.
Yeah, with a little help from the bomb squad.
Screw Central. I'm a loose cannon who doesn't follow the rules. Elysium Tower, Penthouse Suites, T-17 hours. Or T-minus 17 hours.
So, Vanderwall finally agreed to cooperate?
Yep, said he could give us a head start on the minejacker.
We'd better not keep the man waiting then.
Yeah. Regis is coming along for this? A janitorial drone patrols the hallways, executing its adaptive planning software to track down dirt.
Nah, my apartment building's already got one.
I'm not gonna steal it. The dock in the wall where the autonomous vacuum cleaner gets its power and offloads its waste. There is a notice above it. The management thanks you for allowing the sanitation machinery and staff to continue their work by not obstructing the docks. These stations are for the use of custodial equipment only.
I don't get the appeal of this Cubist stuff.
Looks more like abstract impressionism to me. A classic piece by Chandler, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, that's a lot less impressive when you can call up a search inside your head.
You've never struck me as much of an art lover.
I'm not so keen on this kind of thing. The mag coil keeping it floating, however.
You're just gonna take it. Okay. No longer floating art.
At least it's staying put now.
Yeah, stay put where you belong, Art. A panoramic fisheye camera, probably there so that the Vanderwalls can decide whether or not they want to let someone in. While the door has an expensive hardwood appearance, you've no doubt that a man as paranoid as Giel Vanderwall has spared no cost to ensure that it's at least bomb-proof.
Beep. Vanderwall, you there? You sure he's in?
He told us to meet him here. Central hasn't logged any departures from this floor since this morning either.
Uh-oh. The access pad for the door. If you're not the owner, then this is where you let them know you've arrived.
Please do not interrupt active drones.
It doesn't need magnetizing. It doesn't need It doesn't need.
It doesn't need.
That's not That's not going to fit into. That's not going. It doesn't need
It doesn't need magnetizing.
Please do not interrupt active drones.
I don't think it needs to be shocked into sub.
Shoot the controls! Bizarre.
Whoa, check out Regis taking the Elliot Ness approach.
We don't have time to hang around outside. I'm just being expedient, as Central puts it.
Whatever. Vanderwall's not going to be happy about you busting his door.
Well, you know, maybe he should actually answer the door.
Gil,
Ma'am?
you in here? Oh, excuse us, miss. I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We're cell agents.
Ma'am?
Miss, are you all right?
No, there's blood.
Regis, this is a synth. The look on your face is priceless. It's a very expensive one, but it's still a synth. And apparently out of charge.
Something else about it bothers me more.
I know. I sure hope that isn't blood.
No, that's blood. That is blood.
That's a very expensive synth they've got for a house girl.
Jealous?
She's not my type. What do you think they use her for?
They may be married, but I wouldn't put it past them using her for other things than cleaning. There's a product marker on its back. S&S Synthetics.
They're not showing up on a net search. Maybe Vanderwall has more info on his terminal?
Good idea. We can see if we can get their help in extracting more from this machine.
See? I'm not just a pretty face.
Hello?
I think I know what's wrong with it.
Hey, what do you make of this?
Charlie, she's not when she's out of charge like...
Yeah, I knew that.
Sure.
I was trying to use it on her, not ask her about it. Because they'll use the terminal then. Password hint. Our special place. Oh, great. The kitchen has a machine for preparing and serving drinks, sitting in a nest of wine bottles.
Howdy, partner. What can I get y'all?
Vodka. On the rocks. Twist of lime.
Regis?
Fine. Make it 2. What do you do here, then?
Why, I'm the bartender. I fix up drinks for the fine folk who live here.
Anything else?
Anything else? Heck, drinks is a whole lot of stuff to know. Why, I'm the foremost expert on fine drinking in these here parts.
So if anyone wanted to know what to put into a drink...
they'd come to me, sure as shooting.
Sure as shooting.
There's been a bit of an incident. You don't happen to have seen what went on.
Hey, mister. I don't just go blabbing my customers' secrets like that.
He's bluffing. He never saw anything. You're just bitter you never left that wall.
Hey, it's a fine job I have here. I ain't seen nothing since Mr. Vanderwall got his wine out of the rack this evening.
Interesting.
I'll speak to you later.
I'll keep your tab open.
So he did get some wine out of the rack this evening. The large refrigerator has a combination lock built into the door. What? Into your refrigerator, Vanderwall?
Is this refrigerator locked? Who the hell locks a refrigerator?
Maybe they've got really expensive tastes? Although, they've got the food machine as well. Perhaps they've got something else in there.
Yeah. Perhaps something, maybe they shouldn't. The kitchen is furnished with a top-of-the-line food machine.
Hey, this one makes its plates out of porcelain.
And in a place like this, I'll bet it doesn't even have protein mash on its menu.
Yeah. What if I use it?
Hi, I'm Chefy. What can I get for you?
What are you?
I'm Chefy, your friendly food helper.
All right, what's this machine you come in?
This masterpiece is the THE Foods Gourmand Range Comestible Synthesizer. It's the best thing since sliced bread, which it even makes.
Sounds like it's trying too hard to be helpful.
I like helping. Helping is fun.
Uh-huh.
What's on the menu?
If you're feeling peckish, I could whip up some quail's eggs and white wine sauce. Or how about some nice tarte à l'orange?
Sounds better than what mine can do.
Or if you want some of Mr. Gill's favorite, I can always make toaster pastries.
Toaster pastries?
How much did you set the Vanderwalls back then?
I'm only 410,000 quanta from all good retailers.
That's more than I make in a year.
These people can apparently afford the finer things.
410,000 quanta.
What's the difference between you and the one I've got at home, the J115?
Oh, I'm much newer. My dynamic protein stereolithography system means I can make nearly anything. I've got so much more flavor treatment. I can make just about any taste you desire.
What if I wanted some of that protein slop that mine makes?
Ugh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. But how about some truffles?
It's a snob, then.
Yeah, I can't do that. What about some truffles, though?
Can you make chicken hacienda?
Of course.
How? I just made it up.
I can extrapolate what it involves based on your request, tone of voice, and dietary habits.
Sounds like it's more and more worth its price.
What the what?
Never mind.
Bye!
Bye! Guess we'll head up the stairs.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell happened in here? Did someone get to Vanderwall before he could talk?
Maybe it's a domestic gone bad?
The blackmailers said nothing about this. Possibly didn't even expect this themselves. Still, you need to find what they demanded before the whole apartment is picked apart by forensic drones.
We should check around first.
What?
We need to get a look at it ourselves before the crime scene people wreck it.
Good idea.
Really?
Well, yes.
Who are you and what have you done with Charlie Regis?
What do you mean?
You're unusually cavalier today. You got something on your mind? I mean, I know you don't usually care what Central thinks about regulations, but...
This time, I think it could help us get a lead on our investigation. Besides, all the time we waste, the mindjacker may have found their next victim.
I like this, Regis. Let's get investigating.
Yeah. You feel glad that Max suggested it, and not you. Now you have the free rein you need to find that device the voice wanted. An old-fashioned chemical photograph in a silver portrait sits by the bed. Picked up photograph.
It's like they had an industrial accident.
In the bedroom?
I think I'm carrying as much of Vanderwall around as I want to.
Which is too much! This pad appears to control the floor-mounted wardrobe. The panel seems to be showing an error message.
I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
Shall I trance it for you?
There's no such thing as comfortable ignorance anymore, is there?
Huh? You old people are weird.
I don't think I can justify taking that.
A jacuzzi sits in the corner of the room. You wonder what kind of man needs to have a pool quite so readily available at all times.
There's something at the bottom of the pool. A pistol?
Our murder weapon?
One of them, maybe. It's too deep to reach.
Not without severely contaminating the crime scene anyway.
Yeah.
This is Dakari Vanderwall, Gil's husband. I can see 4 gunshot wounds in his chest. It was either these or he drowned, but that's kind of academic at this stage.
Yeah. At this point, he was murdered.
I can just about make out a pistol at the bottom through the mess.
Careful how you get it out, though. You're the one who's always lecturing me about contaminating crime scenes with DNA, after all.
Indeed. Well, I've got a hand. Looks like Vanderwall's gonna give me a hand after all. I don't like carrying this hand, man.
It's definitely his hand, but the system won't recognize it.
Gee, I wonder why. A photograph of 2 men, a younger Gil and Dakari Vanderwall, by the urban river in the background. The Eiffel Tower is dwarfed by looming glass skyscrapers. Back of the photograph has a note written by hand. The wedding, August 2071. What? What? No, why won't it? Why don't it let me put in the thing? With hundreds of billions of potential caller numbers to try, dialing randomly isn't likely to aid your investigation. Gee, yeah, but you won't let me... No. You won't let me punch in anything. It's weird. Our special place.
I can't figure that out. I don't think it needs... It doesn't need...
Oh. I know what needs magnetizing. Yeah.
I'd better not drop anything in there.
Yeah, I know.
I'd better not drop.
You're gonna magnetize the pistol?
I think that
What?
I think that I'd lose anything that goes in there, like that pistol.
Apparently it's not that strong.
I think I'm carrying it.
Yeah. THE or
THE Systems, Floored Robe, Storage Control, General Error 151, Mechanical Error. Please ensure there are no obstructions to opening your THE Systems, Floored Robe, and try again.
obstruction. Oh, I guess that's the floor-drobe area.
That's not going to get it open. That's not going to get it open. Is this refrigerator... Who the hell...
Maybe they've got... Although, they've got the food machine as...
Man.
This is Regis.
Centrals.
What do we know about Gil Vanderwall?
Born in Pretoria in the Federation of Southern African State, married to Dakari Vanderwall, former Olympic athlete.
How long's he been in Newton?
Immigration, March 2068. Awarded residence due to outstanding personal contributions to art and culture.
Despite his shady history?
Though accusations have been made of connections to organized crime, attempts at prosecution within the FSAS have all proven unsuccessful, as his social activity index has remained above 50. No further investigation has been taken by Cell.
Regis out.
Man. Biometrics not recognized.
It's definitely his hand, but the system won't recognize.
Why does it? August 2071. Why won't it actually let me? Or, oh my goodness, I have to type. Okay. Since it's asking for a place, he can't use that anymore. Yeah. By the urban river. Yeah. Urban. Or Paris. Hey, there we go. We got it.
It's definitely.
I got the password, but I need biometrics as well.
It's definitely his hand.
Why wouldn't it recognize it then?
Gil Vanderwall's cold, dead hand.
Because it's cold and dead, I guess?
A big old jolt's not gonna make it work.
Yeah, how do you know?
It doesn't need magnetized.
What if it does? Man.
I'd better not drop anything. I think that I'd lose anything. What do you make of this?
Is that Giel Vanderwaal's hand? Why the hell did you pick that up?
I thought it might be useful.
As what, a snack? Since when do we collect body parts?
I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the crazy man. Regis is the crazy man, not me.
He can't.
How am I supposed to warm it up?
He. Hey, what do you make?
No, she's not.
Not when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not going to fit. He.
Please do not interrupt active drone.
This is perplexing.
I can't figure that. I don't think it needs a big old jolt.
They've got a refined taste in wines, I imagine.
Actually, no. They're all either a couple of years old or fabricated.
Weird. Maybe they're doing something to the wine.
Like what?
Well, say they were also adding amphetamines to it, for example. If they accidentally ruined it, it'd be better if it was a cheaper wine.
True.
It'd take a long time to get through all of that.
Howdy, partner. What?
Vodka.
Regis.
Fine. I'll speak to you.
I'll keep.
Yeah. It's gotta be something upstairs that I can do.
I think I'm carrying. I can just about make out a.
Careful how you. You're the one who's.
Yeah.
I think I'm carrying. I don't think I can just. Hey, Max.
What's up?
The terminal built into the piano must be older than I am.
It's a virginal, not a piano. It's more like a harpsichord.
Like I said, it's less impressive you know that when you can run a search in your head. I tried using Vanderwaal's hand on the biometric security, but it didn't work.
Maybe because it's dead?
How would an old terminal like that know?
How do you check if someone's alive?
With the scanner in my Traveler.
Ugh, if you had to do it by hand.
Yeah, it is cold. So how do I heat it up, though?
Any luck with the Mindjacker's airship?
Still nothing. Like I said, it just vanished.
And Central still claims there wasn't anything there at all.
But we saw it, Regis.
Exactly. Something's not right.
Something's not right.
What do you make of the pistol in the pool?
Could be linked to the case. Perhaps a murder weapon? Going to wait for forensics to recover it?
Might be better to get it ourselves. It could be useful.
Well, I'm not going fishing around in there for it. You may be my boss, but there are limits.
The body is Dakari Vander...
That's right. Big Fat Vanderwaal's husband. Apparently shot several times and landed face down in the water. Ironic. He used to be an Olympic swimmer. Lived and died in the water.
You'd heard of him.
I used to follow his career when I was in the 100-meter freestyle team at Grove Academy.
Isn't Grove an all-boys school?
It is. And at the time, I fit right in.
Wait, you used to be male?
Surprised?
Well, I wouldn't have guessed.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Keep at it, Max.
Can do, Regis.
What could I possibly do to warm up this hand?
I don't think it needs to be
It could get shocked to heat it up. Man.
It doesn't need mag... It doesn't need mag... I think that I'd...
Man.
He... There's a product marker on its back.
They're not showing up on a net search.
Good idea. We can see...
See? I'm...
Hello?
Yeah, it's not gonna... Wait, cabinets? Hold on, what? Aside from the pipes running to the food machine, the cabinet contains a set of knives and a tube of cooking gel. Cooking gel. You cover the hand in the thermal gel and it becomes noticeably warmer. There we go. There we go.
It's definitely his hand, but the...
What? It's warmer.
I can't cut that. I don't think they're compatible.
Now what?
Gil Vanderwaal's cold.
So, cold? Or did I take too long, maybe?
It's definitely... Gil Vanderwaal. Gil Vander... Gil Van...
Man.
It's definite.
I don't get it.
I don't think they're compatible.
No, I don't want to ask her about it.
No.
Yeah. Cooking it won't work. That's not going to get it.
Yeah, I thought I had it, and then it's like, nope.
I'd better not drop any. I don't think so. It'd just contaminate the... I'd better not... I think that I'd lose anything. It doesn't need magnetizing. I can't cut. I can't cut. Cooking it won't.
This exothermic wetware gel is used for food preparation. The gel cooks food that it's mixed with, releasing chemical energy as heat at a desired temperature while it breaks down. Oh, there's a temperature control. Okay, then about, 98 degrees Fahrenheit seems good. It becomes noticeably warmer. Much better. Yes. I didn't realize that gel had a setting slider. Okay. How's Body Shop? Antoine Richard, Beatrice Wells, Blinky Franklin, Blockwatch, BRU, Caleb Brown, Cell Emergency, Cleaners, Custodial Cleaning, Custodial Repair, D, Dakaris Traveler, Dragon, Dizil, Daniel, Dominic, Scarapala, French Embassy, Information Line, Jazz Hands, Nina John, K. Bradbury, Legitimate Johnson, Mother, Nadia Queen, Natalie Chenbeck, Psychic University, Rocco, SNS Synthetics, Salome Vestra, Shannon, Laws Shannon, Edideo Singer, Steve Lloyd, Bryce Stratford, Oliver Training, We Win Kino, Luis Webb, Yuri East, Salmon Nosos, Semahattan PCG, Zenon Noack. Alright, we'll take a look at this.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking. Ah, Mr. Vanderwall. I trust everything is satisfactory.
Mr. Stepford, my name is Dr. Charles Regis. I'm a cell agent.
Oh my, yes. How may I help, Dr. Regis?
I'm investigating the death of one of your clients, Giel Vanderwall.
Oh my, yes. That sounds terrible.
We've got your company's name linked to the synthetic in the apartment.
Oh my, yes. A repurposed IL-240 platform running a BN110187 update cycle. A maid, yes? And a very expensive one it was too, yes?
That looks like the one.
Oh my, yes, he purchased a complete body, though it looks like he had some afterwork done on it elsewhere, oh yes.
What kind of afterwork?
It looks like the personality was tooled elsewhere, yes. Likely to more particular tastes, yes.
Not something you'd do?
Mr. Regis, this is a family business, oh yes? We simply sell platforms. We cannot be held responsible for alterations thereafter.
What can you tell me about this synth?
Everything up until its point of sale, oh my yes. We recently acquired a number of IL-240 platforms, formerly industrial models. With some cosmetic retooling, they're fit for a great many humanoid roles, oh my yes.
Like housework?
Oh my yes. Like this platform, we sell many without including a personality. There are a great many legal and ethical restrictions on the sale of AIs within Newton, but if one were to acquire an AI mind state from elsewhere and incorporate it...
It leaves you completely blame-free for whatever's done with it.
Quite so, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes.
Oh my, yes. Oh my, yes.
The synth in question is powered down. We need to ask it some questions.
It shall need to be revitalized then. Oh my, yes. Likely it misgauged its own consumption rate, was unable to reach a charging point.
Is there any way to fix it?
Oh my, yes. You can remove the power cell from the upper torso. It will be concealed by the pseudodermal layer of outer skin, but this can be removed with a sharp implement.
So, I have to perform surgery.
You will need to remove the power cell and charge it separately. The platform should return to full operation thereafter. Oh yes.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help. Oh my, yes.
Oh my, yes. Sir, you are quite something.
Please state your name, age, clothing, skin color. Your location will be triangulated shortly.
Never mind. Never mind. What?
Hey Lau, reckon the building's repair staff can deal with the synth maid?
I guess no. They're here for pipes and appliances.
Damn. Better think of something else.
What about D?
If you need to buy some stuff, meet me at 12 a.m. on 38th Wonder.
Sorry, wrong number.
No, not wrong number. It sounds like something we need to follow up on. Technical fault. Sorry, it looks like the user's traveler is inoperative. Please tell them to seek maintenance and that their friends miss them. Drank it.
How did you get this number?
Sorry, wrong number.
Sorry, wrong number.
This is Caleb Brown. I swear to God I'll have the money for you on Tuesday. Just leave a message and tell me where to drop it.
Thanks for calling Blackmail R Us. Don't ask us how we get it, and we won't ask you why you need it. How can I help you?
Sorry, wrong number.
Blackmail are us. Also, Caleb Brown, how much money do you owe to how many people that is your voicemail message? What?
All our operators are currently occupied. Your call is important to us. Thank you for your vigilance.
Uh-huh.
Hey, it's Binky. How can I help you?
Sorry, wrong number.
Hey, it's Pinky. How can I help you?
Hey, this is Al's Body Shop. We've been shut down, so if we got your stuff, we'll try to get it to you, but who knows. This is the cops. You can kiss my...
Whew. Information I?
We're sorry, but the number you've dialed is no longer in service. Goodbye.
Goodbye, jazz hands.
You've reached Jazz Hands. Jazzercise your way to help.
Uh-huh. Mother.
I think we'd better save that call for after we understand what's going on.
True. Alright, so... Knife.
What are you up to?
Just doing some surgery.
Up power cell. Shove it in this dock. After a few moments of contact, the gauge on the side of the cell fills. Nice. Let's go.
CI wetware systems
Beginning reboot. Beginning recovery from
critical failure.
basic input-output executing.
NBR unified bootloader executing kernel.
Kernel executing
SBININIT. Calibrating
CI state with
USD.
Oh, that is better.
Uh-huh.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Hello? Who are you?
Je m'appelle Chantal. I am Monsieur Gale et Monsieur Dacqueray's maid.
You're a synthetic maid?
Pardon, mademoiselle? I do not understand.
A synth.
Excusez-moi, what is a synth?
It certainly stays in character.
I help the masters with their household things.
And where were you made?
Mademoiselle, I was born in France.
Yeah, because all French people I know run on graphene power cells.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They are the best employers a young French girl could hope to have.
Are they really?
Quite so,
Are
monsieur.
they?
So loving. And with such exquisite taste.
Wow, they must have got this one customized for sycophancy.
Do you know anyone who might want to hurt them?
Oh no, monsieur. They are beloved by all.
Uh-huh.
What the hell happened upstairs?
How do you mean, monsieur?
The room's recent redecoration. Shades of Geel everywhere.
And the body of Dakari Vanderwall, shot to pieces in the tub. Any opinions on this?
Oh, monsieur, I cannot discuss this. I have been told, most strictly, not to discuss what goes on upstairs.
Even if it includes the double homicide of your owner?
I have my orders. What would Monsieur Gale think if I went against him?
Probably not a great deal anymore.
She doesn't quite seem to get what's happened.
Might not have been written with a comprehension of abstracts like death.
Uh-huh.
2 men have been killed upstairs. There's blood and human remains all over the room, and all over you. If you weren't directly involved, then you're at least a material witness.
I am sorry, monsieur. I cannot say what happens upstairs. Monsieur Gale, he values his privacy greatly.
How about we take you down to cell and manually pull your memory apart?
Regis, it's a synth. Threatening it won't help.
What do you do around here?
I do the cleaning, the cooking, and the shopping.
And that's it?
Monsieur, it would not be proper for me to say.
So you are a sex bot?
Mon Dieu! How dare you infer such a thing?
Mon Dieu!
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Monsieur, I remember many things. My memory is holographic, but I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to consider.
Even if Cell requires it?
I cannot simply discuss what happens around here without his permission.
He's certainly paid for loyalty.
Yeah.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Monsieur?
Would you be able to do anything Mr. Vanderwald told you?
Anything?
Anything.
Monsieur, you should not ask such questions. I am just the maid.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Surely you realize, monsieur. All the best maids in the world, they are French.
And the best lovers, I hear.
What are you implying, mademoiselle?
I never had Gil down as quite such a francophile.
I am also very discreet, monsieur. When you care for someone's home, there are a lot of things that you hear.
Or do.
Mademoiselle, such slander. And even if true, I would not say. I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to think of.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
My pleasure to have helped, monsieur.
Alright, what if we then go back to SNS Synthetics?
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking.
We believe this synth to be a material witness, or involved, in a murder.
Oh my, no! How horrific!
It's unwilling to cooperate with us, though. Vanderwall seems to have ordered it to remain silent about certain areas of his home.
Oh my, secrecy is one of many reasons that users opt for non-OEM personalities. If you wish, I could have one of my engineers disassemble its mind state in order to recover memories. This may take several hours, depending upon the algorithm used for laying down synaptic engrams.
I'm afraid time is a critical factor, Mr. Stepford. Is there any way I can do it here?
Oh, there may be. Oh my, yes. I shall transfer you the necessary tool.
Okay. Mind state splitter.
What's this splitter for?
CI platform minds are modular, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes. All are made of 3 components: personality, role, and platform memory. The maid's desire not to tell you likely stems from her personality.
So if she had a different personality...
Something more helpful.
She might tell us what we need to know.
It may not be quite so simple, but that is the foundation of the idea. Oh my, yes.
Where would I find other mind state modules?
Any other platform that runs a communicative interface. It is not simply limited to synthetic platforms. Oh my, no.
What is a platform memory component?
These are the memories that each individual unit has recorded. At simplest, it is often a holographic matrix in which engrams are laid down. Sight, sound, and any other senses available are stored in here. Oh my, yes. Based on its role and personality, a unit may have a different understanding of these memories.
So, it'd perceive it differently depending on how the rest of its mind was built?
Oh my, yes.
What does the role memory do?
It alters how a platform will perceive a situation, and also acts as a source of knowledge for its job.
How would it be different?
Take, for example, a man in the street. A platform with the role of a sales clerk may see a customer.
A law enforcement unit may see a potential suspect.
Oh my, yes, and the role will furnish it with instructions on how to handle it.
What does a personality do in a synth?
The personality determines a great deal of its behavior, oh my, yes. In many cases, it's the most noticeable part of its intelligence. It governs how it may act and how it behaves in its interaction with users.
This one thinks it's a French maid.
Perhaps copied from the mind state of a real example of such.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help, oh my, yes.
So, let's go ahead and take the cooperative and very helpful personality of the chef. Mind state acquired. Personality, shave, memory made. Roll, yeah, sure. We'll stick with that for now.
Hi!
Hello? Who are you?
Well, when they get messy, right?
Right.
I clean up the apartment, right?
Right.
And anything else that needs doing around here. I'm here to make everyone happy, whatever it takes.
Jeez, it's like giving amphetamines to a synth.
No wonder they only keep this personality in food machines. What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They're great fun. I like them a lot.
Any other thoughts on them?
I like you guys too. You're fun as well.
Is there anything you don't like?
Nope.
Nope.
What do you do around here?
I'm the maid. I keep this place clean, and I do the shopping. Also, I'm anatomically correct.
Excuse me?
Well, Mr. Gill didn't just want a maid. He really loves French folk. So sometimes when he's bored, he insists I come to the bedroom. And he's got all these outfits and...
Just no more. I get the picture. So, he cheats on his husband with a synth.
Oh no! He's not cheating! Mr. Dakari joins in too!
I totally called it.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Ooh!
Yes?
I remember something.
What is it?
I'm sorry. The memory module is holographic, but isn't wholly compatible. I need something to help me remember.
You're asking for a bribe?
Oh, Regis.
I just need one of those menmi...
Mnemonics?
Yeah, that's it!
So, something that'd help jog your memory about what happened.
Yeah, that's it!
Maybe we could use something from the scene.
How about a hand? I can give you a hand with your memory.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
What's a safety protocol?
It stops you hurting people or doing things you're not supposed to.
Why would I want to do that? That'd be real mean of me.
Yes, but sometimes there are accidents.
This platform's got nothing like that, but I'm not gonna hurt nobody.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
Have a really great day! Hey, that's Mr. Gill's hand. Where'd he leave that? They had a great time back then. That's why they wanted a French maid.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, careful. I've got sensitive components. That's the stuff they use for cooking without Chefy the Chef.
Uh-huh.
I know you're not keen on modern tech, but that's no reason to take it out on someone else's maid. Go and punch your food machine at home if you really feel like some Luddism.
Stab, stab, stab. Okay, I'm gonna... Whoop. Download.
Hello?
Well, nothing happens. Apparently, taking its mind out has made it less talkative. Who would have thunk? Now, if only I could get the darn...
I think that I'd lose anything that goes...
It's a magnet. You're supposed to magnet the pistol out, and then you could probably show her the pistol. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't think it needs magnet. I don't think it...
I don't know. What if we put in barman for roll?
Hello? What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Ooh!
Yes?
I remember something.
What is it?
I'm sorry. The memory module is holographic, but isn't... I need something to help...
You're asking...
I just need one...
Mnemonic?
Yeah!
So, something that'd help jog your memory.
Yeah!
Maybe we could use something from the...
From the scene, yeah.
Have you had your...
What's a safe... Why would I want it...
Yes?
This platform's got...
Thanks.
Have a... Hey, that's Mr...
That's it? That's all you had to say? Okay, what if I changed personality to barman?
Hey,
Hey, y'all.
Hello?
Hey, y'all.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Son, there's nothing I'd like more than to help a lawman. But sometimes a man's confidence is more important. What happens upstairs, well, that's between me and the Vanderwalls.
Oh, boy.
What can you tell me about...
They're a strange pair.
We can tell that from the decor.
They're trying to get away from their connections to organized crime.
You've overheard a bit about this.
Oh, yeah. They've been trying to go legit for years. But with Gil, it was always just one more job.
Oh, boy.
What do you do around here?
I'm the maid. I clean up around this here dump. I lend a woman's touch to these boys' place.
You don't sound very feminine.
Well, excuse me, but which one of us is wearing a dress?
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Nope.
So, this platform was restricted in terms of what it can do?
Nope.
Huh?
Never had them in the first place.
Must have been a customized personality.
Huh.
Who are you?
I'm the hired help.
You're a synthetic maid?
I clean up around here. Them boys are messy. Need a woman's touch around here.
Well, this is different.
Uh-huh.
Thanks. We'll keep looking.
Y'all come back real
3-in-1. Subject Chantel to all 3 personalities. Achievement unlocked. What if I added chef as the role?
Hey, y'all.
What can you remember?
Son, there's nothing I'd like more, but sometimes a man's confidence is more important. What happens upstairs, well, that's between me and the Vanderwalls.
And the Vanderwalls.
What can you tell?
They're a strange pair.
We can tell that.
They're trying to get away from their
You've over...
Oh, yeah. But with Gil, it was all...
Thanks.
Y'all come back. Hey, y'all.
Whoops. No.
Thanks.
Y'all come...
Need this. I wanted to see if I could get into, perhaps the barman's memory with chef personality. Alright, we'll stick with role barman.
Hi!
Help. What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They're great fun. I like them a lot.
Any other thoughts on them?
I like you guys, too.
Is there anything...
No?
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Oh, sorry. I'd love to help, but I can't.
You're not going to assist in investigation?
Don't get me wrong. I want to tell you everything. Only thing is, I'm built into the wall. I barely see anything.
What do you do around here?
I'm the drinks machine. I give Mr. Gil suggestions on his wines and stuff.
Even though you talk like a food machine and look like a maid.
Huh, you know, that is kind of weird. Still, better stick to what you know. And boy, do I know drinks. Do you guys want something?
No thanks.
You sure? You look like a dry martini kind of guy.
Who are you?
Well, when they get messy, right?
Right.
I clean up the apartment, right?
Right.
And anything else that needs doing, I'm here to make everyone.
Jeez, it's like giving...
No wonder they only...
Are you sure that's what you
Thanks.
do?
We'll...
Have a...
That's not what your memory says. In fact, that's not what any of you says except for your model. I need probably the pistol, but I don't know how to get the pistol. You'd think that the magnet would help, but apparently not.
Who the hell?
Maybe they... Although...
It's locked. Don't know how to unlock it. It's a combination lock built into the door. But it won't even give me any option to combination unlock it. Hey, Lau.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
That's an expensive synth they've got.
It can do all sorts. I tranced a demo. It's probably anatomically accurate, too.
Excuse me?
Well, they won't tell your secrets. You're not going to traumatize them, no matter what you do. So, Mr. and Mr. Vanderwell probably got it to join in once in a while.
But why would...
I forget, you
face!
didn't grow up with synthetics.
His face. Why? He's horrified.
Doesn't that synth have a holographic memory? Why does it want a mnemonic?
I suppose the new personality is having trouble interpreting the maid's way of forming memories. If we could find something related to the incident to jog its memory.
It would be like pointing it to the right place on a tape.
What's a tape?
Ugh, never mind. Just feeling really old.
Oh boy.
What do you make of the pistol?
Could be linked to the case. Going to wait for forensics to recover.
Might be better to get it ourselves.
Well, I'm not going fishing. You may be my boss.
Yeah.
Why do you think someone would lock their refrigerator?
Same reason you'd lock anything else. Something valuable inside it.
But what?
Some people keep wetware at low temperatures to stop GGs.
And GGs are...
Oh, gray goo. Catastrophic exponential reproduction. Under certain conditions, the fabricators and the wetware make more of themselves.
And low temperatures prevent that.
Not really, but higher temperatures definitely accelerate the growth. People like to think they're in control, though.
What do you think of the apartment?
Expensive and tasteless. I'm not keen on the decor.
You mean the blood splatter?
No, the actual decor. I tranced an interview. Said his husband decorated it all. Apparently, this is just their city place. They've got a much larger house out in the savannah.
So he let Dakari run riot with the design here.
Apparently. He should have stuck to swimming.
Keep at it, Matt.
Can do, Regis.
I don't think I can justify taking. I can just about make out a pistol at the bottom through the mess.
Careful how you get it out, though. You're the one who's always
Yeah, how do we?
I think that I'd lose anything. I can't cut that.
Nah, just stab into it. Use the magnet to, get some more reach. I don't know, man.
I don't think it... I think that I'd lose...
Just shoot the
I think that I'd lose anything that goes... I'd better not drop anything in there. I'd better not...
Man.
Cooking it won't... I don't think it needs... Cooking it...
Though advanced, it hasn't got any onboard intelligence for you to split. Hey,
this is
Central.
Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
I'm definitely not at a crime scene contaminating all the evidence.
Regis out.
Regis out. Coat hanger. Wait, what? I thought that was just bits of body. After a couple of tugs, the hanger comes loose. Well then, should be able to open this then. Look at that.
See anything interesting?
There's an empty gun rack in here. Ammunition, maintenance tools, cleaning spray, but no gun.
In their closet?
Maybe it's their outdoor gear. There's fishing equipment in here as well.
Are you taking stuff again?
It might be useful. Call it a hunch.
It's a fishing rod, man. You never know when you're gonna need a fishing rod. Like to fish out a,
There's no way to hold it on without a hook. It doesn't need Now it's got one enormous hook.
There you go. What? No, not photo.
There, a magnet at the end of a fishing line.
For catching submarines?
for catching a gun. Wow. Pay attention. Come on. Fishing for guns out here.
Got it.
The murder weapon?
One of them, anyway. Why is it in the jacuzzi, though?
What we really need is a witness.
Yeah, that's why I picked up the gun. That's what the gun is for. Hey. This is a stick-up.
Oh!
Oh?
I remember! There was something about that and Mr. Gill?
Go on.
No, I'm sorry. There was something about his wine. But I'm afraid my thing is food, not drink. I don't know a thing about what they were doing to it.
Maybe we should ask someone who knows their booze?
Yeah, I guess. Here's what we need. Whip, whip. Oh. I figured it might require that. Stick up.
Does this ring any bells?
Oh, yeah! It's what Mr. Gill used when I... We were all up in the bedroom earlier this evening.
You're worrying too much.
You promised me that you'd gotten out of it.
I have. This was merely a favor for an old friend.
And look where it's gotten you.
They were arguing about something. It sounded big.
Don't you think I know what this could mean? You asked me to talk to that damned cell agent, and I agreed. You see what I do for you?
I know. And I knew you'd do the right thing eventually.
It's not just because it's the right thing, or because you asked. It's because of what it would mean to the whole city.
Mr. Gill was grumpy, but not at Mr. Dakari so much. Then he asked for some of his special wine.
Chantel, be a dear. Bring me my wine.
This was the lousy stuff they've got in the wine rack.
To law and order.
Yeah, but he puts extra things in his wine as well.
Ah!
Gill, what's wrong?
It must have been my... What is this?
What's what?
Mr. Gill seemed to be real worried about something.
Who are you?
Gill, what are you doing with that gun?
Stay away. Don't come any closer. Ah! No! Get off me! Chantel!
He sounded like he was in trouble.
Get it out of me!
He kept telling me there was something in him. I asked what he meant.
It's inside me! Get in there and get it out!
And the maid's personality. She'd have done anything he asked.
I didn't find anything, though.
So Vanderwall had a hallucinatory freakout.
Sounds like it was whatever he was putting in the wine. We'd better find out what it was.
Oh, I know! I know everything about drinks. Mr. Gill was buying up cheap wine and using wetware to artificially age it.
Wetware?
Yeah, he kept it in the refrigerator.
Ow! Geez, what is that? Can't you hear it?
Nah, I ain't got none of that stuff. What sits in the fridge is a memory module with a strange configuration. Based on what you were told, you're certain this is what the blackmailer was after.
There, the wetware on the middle shelf. It rapidly ages the wine to how it's wanted.
Not anymore, it doesn't. It's been reprogrammed. That memory module's broadcasting a signal. The wetware in the refrigerator's interpreting it as an order to reformat itself.
So it stopped being a wine aid and ended up a powerful hallucinogen?
Looks that way.
You want me to carry it? You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, something about it hurts.
Yeah, I'll just carry that for you.
Hey!
We're heading back to cell. A forensics team will be here in a while. Just don't try to make, cook, or clean anything while we're gone, okay?
I got it.
I got it. Autopsy lab, cell command office, T-minus 2 hours. Ooh.
You found him.
Apparently this is what Central wanted me to see. Why would it do this? I stopped him.
Charlie.
I promised him I could help, and then it did this to him.
Maybe it's trying to hammer home the message. After all, Central didn't ask you to talk him out of it. It said neutralize.
Why would it be so?
Dr. Regis.
You. Soulless. Callous. I promised him!
His euthanasia was a necessary measure. 75% of the captured bombers have attempted self-immolation in custody. The risk of repeating such an action was unacceptable.
He wouldn't have.
Whatever the case may have been, cell command offices are now safe from...
Central?
Uh-oh.
General alarm.
General alarm. Central functions compromised.
Localized E-war attacks detected within heuristic barrier systems. Systems entering siege mode. All personnel equipped for abstract dynamic countermeasures. Please report to action stations. Repeat.
Abstract dynamics to action stations.
Sounds like I'm needed. Remember, no matter what Central says, you've done a great job today.
Have I, though? Look at this man. He was alive. The reports tell you that he was euthanized shortly after being taken into custody. Despite assurances that his death was a product of Central's caution, you can't help but perceive it as a spiteful show of power. You've never personally performed an autopsy, but you're sure that you'd need more than your bare hands.
They've holomapped his bone structure. Years of gene tampering left this kid's bones weakened and warped all around his body. It's a volumetric hologram. Even I know I can't actually grab it. The X-ray shows I was right. He had the spinal brace for scoliosis. It's a symptom of the genetic adjustments made to his bones. It's already been compiled for the report. The strangely configured memory module demanded by the blackmailer gives Lau a headache when she's too near it, suggesting it's broadcasting a signal that her wetware is picking up.
Yeah. Apparently, it's not compatible with the module. It's not compatible with the traveler. Poor guy. Though you can tolerate Dr. Santiago's opinions, it looks like Dr. Preston's the only one in the office. You'd rather avoid another sermon on the merits of centralized government.
Knowing Lau, I can't be certain that her interest in that thing is purely academic. Better not touch it. Lau's probably got her own plans for it.
Wow. Wow. Continued. Dr. Regis, the optical feed from your office is no longer functional. Ah, yes, that one. Baxter. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing new there. Well, guess we'll head on out. The balcony, I guess. Probably get another call. Fragments? What?
What the hell is this?
It is what you saw earlier to show you two things. Firstly, it serves to prove what I have in my possession. Second, that you must be very careful what you say when you speak with me.
I have the memory module from Vanderwall's place.
Good. Place it on the bench in your garden.
I don't even know what this thing is compatible with.
Just chuck it.
I don't even know what this thing.
Guess we'll put it on the bench.
Okay, module's in the garden.
Excellent. I'm sending you an address. It's a dump of a studio apartment out in the barrel. The occupant is on vacation. I want you to destroy it.
Excuse me?
Procure an explosive device, plant it within his apartment.
Where am I supposed to find a bomb?
You work for Cell, Dr. Regis. If anyone had access to such a device, I've no doubt it would be yourselves, legitimate or otherwise.
Why do you want this apartment destroyed?
My reasons are not your concern, Dr. Regis. What is your concern, however, is the matter of your embryo's safety.
How would I even get something like that out?
I hear Central isn't quite itself at the moment. Strike now, while the iron is hot.
Theft of evidence is one thing, but I will not destroy an apartment.
Come now, Doctor. What would Viksha think? You're putting pride before the safety, the lives of your children.
How do I know you won't just, like this one, You
don't. This is the best chance you have of their survival in any case. Destroying an unoccupied apartment, that's all I ask.
Memory module that the blackmailer wants. It looks somehow less bright than earlier. Better leave it where it is. That's where the blackmailer wants. No, then you better not leave it where it is. Man! Well, I know where I'm gonna get a bomb from. Just not quite sure how I'm going to get the bomb. Yeah.
A big old jolt's not gonna make it work.
Wait a minute. This...
They've been using drones like that for auto or telepresence surgery since I was a kid. Looks like it's finished with the autopsy. It's operated by Central. There isn't anything I can do with it.
Fine. To the apartment, I guess, to, I assume, find something I could use for this autopsy. Perhaps a knife. A canife. Yes, looks a lot like the place our first character was at. This apartment's occupant keeps their clothes in the lockers beneath the bed. Blue printed overalls, the kind they issue to the jobless Skonto kids filling this part of the city. Yeah. Though this apartment looks far nicer than the one of our first character there. Despite the fact that you're about to destroy their apartment, you feel that it would somehow compound your crimes to steal from the bookshelf as well. Still, this could be a good place to plant the explosive as well. Whoever lives here has a collection of old manga, yellowed with age. Apparently they appreciate classical media as much as yourself. A combination toilet/sink. Well, at least your place doesn't stoop to that. Yeah, what the... You don't need to use it, but it could be a good place to plant the bomb. Oh no, there's multiple locations to plant the bomb. The food machine has been removed from the wall for maintenance. In a place like this, it's probably the kind that jams up frequently. This could be a good place to put the bomb. This could be a good place for a bomb, you know? Just a bomb. Be a great spot for it. Guess I just need to get a bomb and put it in the apartment. As for how I'm gonna get a bomb, who knows? But it is about time that I'm gonna have to end the stream, so we will commit terrorism next time on Technobabylon. Whoo! Quite the wild ride we're on, huh? I'm thinking the maid might have something to do with how we extract that bomb from that corpse there. But man. Apparently it's this guy's fault that there was an explosion at the apartment complex that our other character was trapped in. So hopefully we pick the correct place to put the bomb so that that first person doesn't die from the explosion. It seems like we got a few options. The bookcase, the toilet / sink, or the spot where the food dispenser used to be. It seems like that option, seems like that would be more blowing up the wall and less blowing up the hallway. But I do wonder what's on the other side of the wall, because when we were looking in that other apartment as the other character, they said not much outside the window, just more apartments. So does that mean it'll be closer and possibly affect the next apartment building over? I don't know. I'll have to think on that next time. Anyways, next stream will be on Saturday. Be playing some more Final Fantasy XIV. And then on Monday, be back to some more of this Technobabylon. Interesting point and click game here. Man, Regis, you sure are making some decisions, huh? Kind of wonder what would have happened if I had chosen the other option back when I got that call. See if maybe could have gotten Max's input on it. Wonder how it might have changed things, if at all. Anyways, that will be it for today. I'll see you next mission. Bye-bye.